Hi, I'm John Jameson, and I'm here to show you my concept of the Stadium of the Future. Quite possibly the next Coliseum. Hopefully, the next Coliseum. Well, let's get started. It's based off of 4 fields and 2 racetracks and a unifying structure in the center. So here's my attempt to explain it to you. Here we have a grass area. It's 130 yards by 130 yards. And you'll primarily be able to play football on there. I did 130 yards for infield to infield. It'll accommodate football, soccer, baseball, anything that would generally go on a grass area. Over here, this gray area, that's going to be a concrete pad. And that's going to primarily be for concerts, but you'll be able to do anything you want. Hockey, tennis, whatever. But I think that area will probably primarily be for concerts. Here we have the brown area. That's going to be for dirt bikes, 4-wheeler races, dirt track races, monster trucks, tractor pulls, but I think it'll mostly be a dirt track for dirt races. The next area is the sand and water area. The blue and yellow is sand and water. That's going to have 3 settings. The first setting will be just plain sand. We'll be able to put dunes in there, have dirt bike races, 4-wheeler races, dune buggy races, whatever. Then we'll be able to, it'll have plexiglass that'll come up around it. We'll be able to flood it 10 feet deep. And we'll be able to have boat races in there, jet ski races, regatta races, anything like that. Then the third stage is going to be about 5 feet deep. We'll put dunes in there. We'll have like a Baja race. We'll have half water, half sand. Just use your imagination. I just thought it'd be cool to have the sand and water area in there. Next is the black strip going down through there. Now that is 1/4 mile from the base, from 15 yards from the base of the statue, from the unifying structure to here. This other red point is 1/4 mile. From here to here is another 1/4 mile. That's to accommodate dragsters. That's going to be the drag strip. I did 15 yards away from that structure for the burnout area to get the tires hot. Trying to think of everything. This black area surrounding all the fields, that's going to be a NASCAR track. Now that came to 10,800 feet, which is no giant stretch for a NASCAR track. That's pretty standard. Next we have this tan area, which is the outer bleachers. And from here, what's nice about these is, see, I was kind of poor growing up, and I kind of had to sit up. Well, I wasn't poor. I just had some cheap family members, and we had to sit up here. And from here, you know, what's nice about this stadium is you can watch multiple events at once. You don't have to be thinking to yourself, "Oh, I'm in the nosebleed." You can think to yourself, "I might be in the nosebleed, but I can see more of what's going on in the entire stadium than anyone else." You can watch, you know, a concert as well as a regatta race at once. This white area right here, these are going to be your transformable bleachers. These are kind of going to be like high school bleachers in the like basketball area. You know, the kind that would come out and fold in. And I was thinking we would have trenches in there, and they would fold in and fold down into the trenches to lay, so that way this whole area would lay completely flat. That way, for a NASCAR race, you can see completely across the field. And then the second setting would be tapered. That way people in the outer bleachers can see across them easier. And then the third setting would be all the way up for an event such as the World Series or something like that, where they need full capacity. So there's going to be three settings on that. Next is going to be the red thing. That's going to be the unifying structure. And in the unifying structure, you're going to be able to see more events than ever before, right? Basically, this will be bleachers. It'll be bleachers inside. Inside it will be bleachers. You'll be able to look out, and you'll be able to just walk right across to the other side of the building and see another event. Now, this whole top area is going to be flat, and you're going to be able to walk from point to point. Next, you'll have the penthouse suite, and from that area, you'll be able to just walk from one side of the room to the next to watch a different event. Now, on top here is going to be a pole with a chair, and from there you'll be able to watch more events than ever before in history. You'll be able to watch more events from that point than ever before. Next, you have a giant jumbotron, and I was thinking we could put a super big one in there so people from the other side of the stadium can see what's going on in the other area. Next, we have the ski. Now, these represent a building which has machine shops, plastic shops, just generally anything you need to build something. I was thinking that not only will this be bringing all sports together, not only will this be, unifying all sports, but where you have all these power sports in one stadium, you're going to have ideas. You're going to have people from the dirt area looking over at the sand and water area and having ideas, and you're going to need to have it built. And me being an inventor, I thought to myself, we really need a machine shop library type thing with a patent officer in it and a patent lawyer in there, and just, not only is this stadium going to be, I'm trying to not only make this stadium the unification of all fields, I'm trying to make it, I'd like to see it become the birthplace of new ideas, where new ideas come about. I mean, a place where all power sports and all these concerts and all these events are going on, people are going to have ideas, and hopefully it'll be a birthplace for ideas. Let's talk profitability. Now, a lot of people say, this place is too big, this place is never going to work. I counter that argument with, every major city has one of these. By bringing them together, you're saving real estate costs, you're saving marketability costs, you're saving logistics costs. I mean, you won't have to build major highways to a football field over here and major metro to a concert area over there, or major highways to a NASCAR track over there. By bringing it all together, you're going to save in logistics, you're going to save in marketing. You'll be able to market 2 events at once, and you'll be able to sell multiple events at once. If you're having 3 events going on in a day, then you'll be able to sell, you'll be able to sell it easier. People will be able to go here at 10 o'clock, watch a baseball game, and then at 2 o'clock we'll have a drag race going on. They'll be able to buy a ticket to that, and then they'll also be able to buy a ticket to the dirt area. I mean, you'll be able to sell multiple events at once. There's a lot. Also, the outer bleachers, right? Now, every major concert area, every major stadium is going to have, this area here, like the multiple use area, is going to have the convergence of multiple people. And by being able to sell a stadium, the multiple areas, you're going to lower construction costs, because you wouldn't have to build that multiple event area for both stadiums. You're going to have to build it for one stadium. So this area is going to lower that cost. I mean, there's a lot more to this. I have tons and tons of documents on it. But that's basically generally the idea. 4 fields, 2 racetracks, and a unifying structure. Also, you wouldn't have to have everything be in different fields. You could have 4 grass fields. You could have, 2 concrete areas and 4 grass fields, no racetrack, no drag strip. The point is the right angles coming together in one for one giant structure in order to drive down real estate costs, increase events there, and increase events viewed, and lower logistics costs. Cut.